know there's been a lot of information in this module, so I want to wrap it up with a very brief review of how the 5 Skandas work, because I want you to be fluent with them. I want you to be able to use them to watch how both self and world arise in response to phenomena. First off, please realize that of all 5 Skandas, there's only one that actually concerns pure phenomena, and that's the beginning of the very first skanda, form. Here is simply contact with raw phenomena. The next 4 Skandas all have to do with mental processes that all arise from this first point of contact. So in the second skanda, there's aversion to a phenomena, or attraction to it, or indifference. All 3 of these are mental reactions. They are software responses to the original hard phenomena. In the third skanda, the world gets divided up into meaningful pieces. The entire perceptual field in front of us gets cut up into a grid, and each of these squares gets a label or a name. This is the prerequisite for the fourth skanda, where all these named and identified pieces get assembled into concepts. Once we have these concepts, they start coming together into a storyline about what the world is. We think the world we are assembling out of our concepts is real, because we are moving through it and interacting with it. But the world that is actually going on refuses to follow our concepts, and all the drama and pushing and pulling that ensues becomes the psychological experience of yourself in the world. As we have seen, most of the concepts that we are creating violate the ontological situation that we are in. But we prefer to believe in the solid, persistent ontology that our concepts propose, because that is the landscape we are mostly living in, not the actual world that is occurring around us. So we end up believing that the number one concept we create, the self that is always attempting to be at the center of all our other concepts, is the being that we are. Surrounded by concepts that are extended in time and space, this self also believes that its own being is extended in time and space. The world arises dependently and occurs as utterly complete moments. Each arrangement of world lasts just for a moment. Nothing in any one moment is traveling through time to another moment. But as long as we interact with our concepts instead of the world itself, our concepts will keep linking all these moments of world together into a narrative of a self in an extended world. The final result feels very real to us. We think there really is a continuous self moving through a solid world. But it is all really being generated from moment to moment. The 5 Skandas simply allow you to watch all of this in action. When you get fluent with the 5 Skandas, you can no longer ignore how both yourself and the world you feel you are in are all being generated from moment to moment. You catch yourself red-handed interacting with your own concepts. You get more skilled at opening the hand of thought at an earlier stage. And so you spend fewer and fewer moments as your conceptual small self, lurching through a world that is not really there.